Made in the Arklamiss, sponsored by Neela Mack.
Hi, I'm Bill Sawyer at Sawyer Industrial Plastics here in West Monroe. We're glad you're here today. There's some things we want to show you. So rather than wasting time, let's get out in the shop where things really happen.
At the beginning of our process, we start with raw materials such as liquid resin and composite fiber materials. This is a composite material. Here we have completed the first step of the process by making a thick laminate. We're now squeezing it down and we're going to allow it to polymerize or harden overnight. And we'll come in tomorrow and continue the process. That completes the first step in this process of manufacturing our seal strip material. After this will polymerize or harden overnight, we'll go on to the next step. So come with me and let's check that out. This is our production manager, Mark Hedge. At this stage of our manufacturing process, we machine this part down to the proper thickness through this planer. When we get that finished, we'll move it over and cut it up into smaller strips and go on to our next process. After we've taken our stock material down to the proper size, it's ready for the next phase of final machining, and we'll do that over here. This is our final machining process. At this point, we take the material down to its final specifications within just a few thousandths of an inch of this equipment that we designed many years ago. After Art Davis has done the final machining on the material, we'll bring it over to this area here where we will do our final inspection, cut to length, and do our paperwork for shipping so that it goes out to the customer. In this area, we make a part called a decal. It's a highly precision part of the paper machine. We do it on these vertical mills here. We do some very accurate machining in plastic, which is difficult, and we're very proud of it. We've been doing it for many years, but this is one more part that we make that's critical. Some of these parts go all over Europe, Australia. Some of these small parts go all over the world. In this next stage of our manufacturing process, we use a machine called a molder. It's a 6-head cutter, and it produces very accurate parts, and we use it in order to make multiple parts that are all exactly the same, which is key to making good paper on a paper machine.
This particular piece of equipment is called a router, and it's a CNC machine, and that stands for computer numerically controlled, which means that the machine actually is controlled by the computer. The operator, the programmer, controls the machine, and you can see how it moves back and forth and up and down in extremely accurate movements. We can machine within just a few thousandths of an inch, and it allows us to make quality parts over and over again without the possibility of human error.
I'm Debbie Sawyer with Sawyer Industrial Plastics. Bill and I have been proud to be part of this community for over 45 years. We welcome you and thanks for joining our tour.